Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Anna. In this video I'll show how to calculate the amount of fabric for sewing bedclothes. Let's start with pillowcases. Measure your own pillowcase. Mine is 50 by 70 centimeters. I am drawing a rectangle 50 by 70 centimeters. The width is 50 centimeters and the length is 70 centimeters. Add the same rectangle. Now we need to add some fabric for a wrap. I take 20 centimeters, as for me it's enough. You can add 25 centimeters if you like. At the end, we need to add seam allowances. I take 1.5 centimeters. In the next video, I will show the sewing techniques. We added 1.5 centimeters on all 4 sides. Let's calculate the width. 1.5 centimeters plus 70 plus 70 plus 20 plus 1.5 centimeters equals 163 centimeters. Let's calculate the length. 1.5 centimeters plus 50 plus 1.5 centimeters equals 53 centimeters. For one pillowcase, we will need 53 centimeters of fabric. If you want to place your fabric print like this, then the fabric selvage will be positioned as follows. You may change the position of the fabric selvage according to the fabric print. Moving forward to the sheet, you need to measure your bed as I show on the picture. This is a width and that is a length. My mattress size is 150 by 200 centimeters. I draw a rectangle 150 centimeters wide and 200 centimeters long. Now, to add fabric on the sides, we need to measure the height of the mattress. Also, we need to decide how long a sheet we want. I will add 10 centimeters on top, where the sheet will go under the pillows. On the other 3 sides, I will add 20 centimeters each. At the end, we add 1.5 centimeters seam allowance at all 4 sides. Let's calculate the length. 1.5 plus 10 plus 200 plus 20 plus 1.5 equals 233 centimeters. The width. 1.5 plus 20 plus 150 plus 20 plus 1.5 equals 193 centimeters. You need 193 centimeters of fabric if your fabric width is 240 centimeters. The fabric selvage is positioned as follows. And the last part, UA cover. Measure your blanket. Mine is 172 centimeters by 202 centimeters. I draw a rectangle 172 centimeters wide and 202 centimeters long. This is the front side of the duvet cover. We need to add the wrong side with the fold. In this picture I will show the version with the fold in the middle. I will show the other options next too. Add seam allowances 5 centimeters at the bottom and on top and 1.5 centimeters on both sides. Now we calculate the length. 5 plus 202 plus 202 plus 5 equals 414 centimeters. And the width, 1.5 plus 172 plus 1.5 equals 175 centimeters. In this version of fabric fold, we will need 414 centimeters of fabric. The fabric print goes like this, and the fabric selvage is positioned as follows. Next option of a duvet cover is the one with a fold on the side. I draw a rectangle 172 centimeters wide and 202 centimeters long. I add another one to the right of it. Add 5 centimeters seam allowance at the bottom. Add 1.5 centimeter seam allowance on top and 1.5 centimeter on both sides. Calculate the length. 1.5 plus 202 plus 5 equals 208.5 centimeters. The width, 1.5 plus 172 plus 172 plus 1.5 equals 347 centimeters. If the fabric print and the selvage will go this direction, you will need 347 centimeters of fabric. The last option of a duvet cover is to cut it into pieces. I draw a rectangle 172 centimeters wide and 202 centimeters long. Add 5 centimeters seam allowance at the bottom. Add 1.5 centimeter seam allowance on top and 1.5 centimeter on both sides. I draw another rectangle next to it and add the same seam allowance. We will have two equal rectangles. Calculate the length. 1.5 plus 202 plus 5 equals 208.5 centimeters. We will need two pieces of this measurement. And the width, 1.5 plus 172 plus 1.5 equals 175 centimeters. Again, two pieces of this. If fabric print goes like this, then you need two pieces of fabric 208.5 centimeters long. And the fabric selvage is positioned as follows. If the print goes like this, or if your fabric has no print, you will need two pieces of fabric 175 centimeters long. And the fabric selvage is positioned as follows. Let's sum up. For two pillowcases, 50 centimeters by 70 centimeters, I'm gonna need 106 centimeters of fabric. For the sheet with a mattress of 150 by 200 centimeters, I'm gonna need 193 centimeters of fabric. And for my duvet cover of a blanket with size 172 by 202 centimeters, I will need 414 centimeters with fold in the middle. So in total, it's 713 centimeters. But we also need to add a percentage for fabric shrinkage. On average, it's 2 to 5% for cotton. I'm going to use cotton satin fabric, so I'll add 2%. 713 times 2 and divide by 100 equals 14.26. 713 plus 14, it makes approximately 7.3 meters of fabric. That's the amount of fabric I'm gonna need to purchase. Thank you for watching. In the next video, I'll show all the process of cutting and sewing.